company is called WiseWear, and we're a boutique design firm that partners with leaders in both the apparel industry and jewelry industry to make smart products to keep you healthy and safe. And the interlude here to IoT is a very interesting space. What we see going on from a global trend perspective is, in terms of technology, there's proximity. You know, we went from the desktop computer to the laptop to the smartphone to the wearables. And the next phase, in my opinion, is garments. And the technology is getting closer and closer to the body. There will be implantables in the future. I think we're a little far off on that. But the next phase is truly wearables and garments. The other kind of trend that I'm seeing is thermodynamics, kind of the phase transition. You know, when technology starts off, it's like an ice cube. It's edged, it's blocked, it's clunky, and it melts. And then it turns into a gas, and when it turns into a gas, it's ubiquitous. And now you have something that everybody's using. You know, we see this in all types of technology. So in our products, what we do is they're fashion fused with threads of technology. So we use innovation to truly make a fusion product, and I'm actually wearing one here. And people look at the product and say, God, I haven't seen anything quite like that. And there's a reason. We've innovated in such a way that we can transmit Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, NFC, radio frequency signals through metal materials at a distance. So this innovation allows us to make not just costume jewelry smart, but fine jewelry and other metal objects smart. So we're using that innovation to truly, work hand in glove with the designers.
So tell us what the device does, because I think it takes it beyond one step of what many bracelets do.
So when we first started WiseWear in San Antonio, we were, as technologists, we were very intrigued by all the different sensors we can make and what we could put into a product. But the real reason is, why are we doing this, right? And I founded this business after my grandfather passed away. And he had passed away, and I really, really realized that we have all this technology that we could possibly use to help keep us healthy and safe, and it wasn't being used properly. So that led to this first innovation, which is called the Socialite Collection. So this is for women, men, and essentially it's a safety device that's discreetly provided inside an actual piece of jewelry. So whenever I feel unsafe, I flip my wrist, tap the bracelet, makes an automatic phone call, and then sends out a text message with my GPS locations. And that's our basic package, and you can do it in such a discreet way. And since we have this innovation, we don't have a screen. Most wearables, gadgets, transmit signals through the screen. So this allows us to connect, because you can lose the screen, not the moment. And that's kind of what we're getting to is, I've just realized with smartphones in our pocket, we need to connect and not have more screens putting up separation.
So I'm in trouble, I tap, what happens?
So within our app, either the Android or the Apple app, it makes an automatic phone call to your top VIP member and then sends out 5 text messages of your exact GPS location.
So everybody keeping track of who they'd put on there.
It's been a big hit with college women, professionals that are in metropolitan cities, and even seniors.
Yeah, the bad date, the college student, the kids. But the technology is really enables fashion because of the being able to send the signal through metal. And I think that is the engineering genius that's going to allow another generation of devices. I'm going to do something really embarrassing. I'm going to show my fitness wearable compared to his. Let's show our wrists. Mine's like a clunker, and yours is gorgeous.
Well, I'll tell you, this is funny because the idea actually was introduced to me through a colleague of mine who is here. Her name is Lee Chan, and she is actually a jewelry designer. And the idea emerged last year in 2015, where we had this technology. I didn't wake up and say, I'm going to do smart jewelry one day. I'm a nerd. So it was not in my wheelhouse. So I was introduced to a jewelry designer. We looked at the concept, drew it out on a napkin. All of the designers from New York flew down and visited all of us nerds in San Antonio, and we sat down at the table. It was like the Devil Wears Prada visits the nerds, right? And we sat down and we mapped out exactly what it's going to look like, how we use the antenna, and how we make the device. And it's been a really interesting process, being at that intersection of art and science and engineering and design And it's an interesting fusion of the two worlds of fashion and tech.
And so it's the Socialite collection
Socialite collection
by WiseWear.
by WiseWear.